Joining us now, Democratic Attorney General of Arizona, Kris Mayes, and Democratic Attorney General of Oregon, Dan Rayfield. They are co-leading the lawsuit filed by 12 states against the Trump administration. All right, let's start with Arizona. How has this affected the state?
Katie, it has impacted the state of Arizona dramatically, and that is why Dan and I and multiple other AGs, Democratic AGs, brought this tariffs case to try to slay this dragon that is tariffs, that is really taxes that are impacting our states. We know that small businesses are already going out of business because of these tariffs. Large businesses are being impacted, but especially consumers who are increasingly seeing their prices go up at the grocery store, and across the board in all the goods that they buy. We are headed into a difficult Thanksgiving and holiday season because of these tariffs and these taxes. And so that's why we thought it was so important to bring this case to get here to the United States Supreme Court. And we're really happy with the arguments that we made. And quite frankly, we're also happy with the questions that we saw that Lisa was talking about coming back from the bench.
So is it your expectation that this is a case you guys are going to win?
I don't want to predict that, but I'll just say I'm happy with what I heard. I heard what Lisa and others heard, which is a lot of skepticism by, I would say, a majority of the justices about the fact that this president does not have unilateral authority to impose these taxes on the people of this country. We've fought a revolutionary war over this issue, taxation and tariffs without representation. There was a mic drop moment at the end where Neil Gorsuch said, doesn't this really go back to the founding of our country and the fact that we don't allow and didn't want tariffs and taxation without the involvement of Congress?
Oh, there was a Tea Party moment there. A.G. Rayfield, tell me about how it's been affecting Oregon.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We're politicians, A.G. Mayes and myself, so don't take our word for things. Take the government's word for things. Take Trump lawyers' words to heart. And Americans should be really upset and bothered by what Trump's own lawyers are saying. They walked into that courtroom. They told the entire Supreme Court that it's going to raise $4 trillion, trillion, unimaginable amounts of money. And even in their own words, 30 to 80% are going to be paid for, that's right, Trump's own lawyers, by the American people. That is wild. It's also consistent with what we're seeing in our stores right now. You're seeing the prices of groceries go up. You're seeing the prices of clothing go up. You're seeing utility costs in America going up when we have an affordability crisis. And in the same sentence, this president, in his infinite wisdom, is yanking back food assistance, is yanking back health care. This is not the America that anyone I know voted for last November, and it's a betrayal of trust for all of us.
And talking about what might happen if you do end up winning this lawsuit at the Supreme Court and they decide that the tariff authority is Congress's authority, not the president, and he was using it incorrectly. There's a question of reimbursement. And Neil Katyal, who was arguing on your behalf, said today it's going to be really complicated to try to untangle that. It's a mess, he said, to try to untangle who exactly is going to get paid back and how much they're going to get paid back. I know I've talked to small business owners who say they have no idea what tariff they're paying half the time, and that the shipping companies, UPS, FedEx, whatever, they're not keeping very good records because everything changes all the time. So A.G. Rayfield, what is your expectation of what might happen if you do succeed and people are looking for their money back?
Well, the president and his administration should treat everybody in the United States with the same level of respect that we try and teach our children to have when they make mistakes. When you make a wrong, you make it right. You have businesses who are paying additional costs. Well, they don't have the margins to be able to afford some of these things. They're passing them on to consumers. What needs to happen is the Trump administration needs to get together, figure out how are we going to reimburse this money appropriately, because that's what's right. That's what should have gone on. And because what I know for a fact is that when Trump came up with this wild, harebrained idea, and you got to remember, no other president ever used this statute to do tariffs. There's specific tariff statutes. Every president uses those. He came up with a wild idea because he didn't like the sideboards. He didn't like those safeguards that Congress put in place. And when you're told by your lawyers, which I'm sure happened, that this is not the right way to do things, and you do it anyway, and you cause harm to the American people, you're responsible for that harm.